Hey folks, Job Lot Comics here. We're having a look at an old DC 100 page super spectacular. This is a February issue, 31604, whatever that means, DC 14, whatever that means. Somebody's written the date on there. But oddly, it says 12/23, which is very odd to me. Great Batman logo. Where do you see this cover? Look. Isn't that amazing? I'm pretty sure it's Nick Cardy. Wildcat, Batman, Robin. Yep. It's all there. Look who's in the back. Nick Cardy. I'm sure it's Nick Cardy. And he's got Black Hawk, the Atom, Dollman, Wonder Woman. Look at Nick Cardy's Wonder Woman. Anyway, can you imagine this? DC's World's Greatest Superheroes. It's 100 pages. It's the biggest bargain in comics. Now, these are reprint issues. You know what's so amazing about them is that when you pick this up, look at this, yeah. It's got all these reprints in it. And there's no way, when I bought this, that I would have been aware, that this was like a reprint. I would have just thought, oh my god, this is just like Batman, but it's not. It's Golden Age Batman. It looks like Batman when he wasn't really like Batman. He's fighting a monk here, for God's sake. He does have a batarang and he's got all that kind of stuff going on, yeah. But look how gothic and sort of, it's just so strange. Look, you got this monk here, you've got a giant gorilla here. Who doesn't like a giant gorilla? And look at this here. Good lord. And they say that this sort of dark image of the Batman didn't come about until the mid-80s when Frank Miller... No, nonsense. Back in the Golden Age, Batman was bad. Everybody, he was bad. I'm sure I've seen him doing all kinds of really morally objective things, yeah. I mean, what is going on here? Here comes the woman Dala. The Batman is startled to notice blood on the woman's lips. Do you know why? And then he gets a clunk. There's a kind of bat plane. Good lord. The Batman and the Bat on their weird mission. Yeah, it's a weird mission. Because you get this doofus here. Look, before the Batman's horrified, the monk begins to change. So this is like supernatural stuff because Batman was really dark and really scary and then check this out at the end. Never again will you harm any mortal being. And then just shoots this guy. He just shoots him. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did because Batman, he just unloaded a 6-pack into him. Anyway, then we move on to the Atoms. We're getting showcase number 54, and it tells you, luckily, this is from 1961. You've got Gardner Fox, who just wrote everything, yeah. So you get usual Atom stuff. I don't know, with the Atom was never a big hit for me. I never really bothered much with the Atom, Yeah, that's what happens. But then you actually get a little sort of editorial thing here at the end here. And we get more Golden Age Black Hawk stuff, Who was this? Reed Crandall and Chuck Quidera. Alan, the comic book geek, he would love all these. I bet he's got them all, though. He's probably got them all in the original format. And look at this, Wonder Woman. I know Alan, the comic book geek's got this. This is from 1942. Yeah. Charles Moulton. The old Bev. There's all this kind of stuff going on. Speeding faster than humans have ever flown before, Wonder Woman hurls her super plane across the Atlantic. I'll bet she does. And Dollman, I have no idea. 1950, yeah. And then Wildcat. Gosh. Introducing Stretch Skinner. Erwin Hassan and Bill Finger. Bill Finger doing the story. Bill Finger, who pretty much formed what we know as Batman. I like Wildcat, and he came back in lots of issues of Brave and the Bold with Batman, yeah. And then, yeah, he did alright, I think. And then this is the Batmobile in 1950. Batmobile crash leaves Batman an invalid. Will Batman walk again? And crippled Batman in retirement. Oh, these guys are just laughing. The underworld sees Batman's finish. No, they don't. Are you joking? 30, 40 years' time, he breaks his back and can't walk. That was a problem. It took about 2 years to get him back in position, unlike this comic here, which brings him back within the space of 12 panels. There we go. I looked through Super Spectacles, using another sort of editorial bit. Yeah. Richard Morrissey writing in. It's just a letters page, so it's not editorial. Editorial's in the back here, and look, this issue's cover features. But this, I know some of you's like to have a look at the letters. There we go. So look, isn't that brilliant? What a fantastic book to pick up. And do you know, I can't believe the nice condition. A lot of my books are reader copies and sort of low grade stuff that I picked up when I was a kid for like $1 or something. But I don't know how much this will be now, maybe $10. It's a lovely copy, except for this doofus who writes on your comics. Subscribe to the channel, you lot, if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. And why would you not? Look at that. See you in the next one.